Now it's time to open the curtain on one of the most important steps of buying a home inspection. This is where we take a really close look at the property to make sure there aren't any major surprises hiding anywhere in the home that would be your headaches in the future. A standard inspection in Chicago usually takes about an hour and a half if it's a condo, up to 3.5 hours if it's a house, and depending on its size. The inspector will check all the main systems like the roof, plumbing, electrical foundation, HVAC appliances, and overall structure. You will get a detailed report with photos and notes afterwards, but I always recommend that my clients attend the inspection in person. Pro tip, you do not need to be there right at the start. In fact, the inspector will be in his flow and won't be sharing much until he finishes the job. If you don't want to hang out in the property for a long time, consider arriving about 30 minutes before it ends. That way, you can see things firsthand, ask questions, and get familiar with how the home operates. Another pro tip, use this time to take measurements of the walls to plan how your furniture will fit the space. Here's something most first-time buyers don't realize. Every home will have a list of issues, even brand new builds. The inspection isn't about finding a perfect home. It's about understanding what's normal wear and tear versus what could be a bigger concern. Once we get the report, I'll help you decide whether we should move forward as is, ask the seller for repairs or a credit, or walk away if something major shows up. Depending on the property, we might recommend some additional inspections for extra peace of mind. Sewer scope inspection. This is especially important if you are buying a single-family home or an older property here in Chicago. It involves running a small camera through the main sewer line to check for blockages, tree roots, or cracks. A damaged sewer line can cost thousands to repair, so catching it early is worth the few $100s it costs to inspect. Radon inspection. Radon is a naturally occurring gas that comes from the ground, and here in Illinois, levels can vary from block to block. It is colorless and odorless, but long-term exposure can be harmful. Testing is simple. The inspector leaves a device in the home for 48 to 72 hours to measure radon levels. If it comes back high, it's fixable. Most mitigation systems cost around $2,000 and can be installed before you move in by the sellers. The home inspection phase is truly about empowerment. It is your opportunity to understand what you're buying, plan ahead, and make an informed decision. So if you're buying a home here in Chicago and want someone who will walk you through every step from inspections to negotiations, I would love to guide you through it.